Oh, do you want to just do it
all
from
the
two
different
angles?
cameras.
Do you want to do it from 2 different angles?
I don't care.
Wait, what?
Well, because is that one on yours?
Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
mine.
Okay.
Oh, Dulce's.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. Ooh, maybe I could like bridge the gap with my phone. Oh no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just will you just hold it?
Who took my script? Wait, like that?
No, I don't. Maybe I'll. Yeah, maybe on this one. Oh, you're so smart.
That one? Or
You are so smart. It's a little.
Wait.
This is Beverly. This. The struggle is super real.
That's precarious.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, we. Yes.
Oh, it hurts.
Use the ball.
Oh. I don't know. It's like not cleaned down enough. It's fine. It'll stay. That's good. That's perfect. Okay, cool.
Who's the dude who's Guy Fawkes?
Was I sitting in this one?
Who the
I'm sitting
mask
here,
is
right, yeah.
modeled over?
Guy Fawkes?
Yay! Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
Reading Alpha Beta 1. Everyone ready?
Always
Did you steal my pen again?
Okay.
Why don't you introduce the characters? Who's that way you know who's doing what?
Okay.
Fine, I'm gonna be Cindy.
My name is Daniel. I'll be the buff waiter.
I'm Beverly. I'll be reading for Beta.
I'm Cam and I'm gonna suffer. Just kidding, I'm playing Alpha.
I'm Kiva. I'm gonna be playing the other way.
I'm the narrator and I'll be narrating.
Okay, here we go.
You know, okay, fine. Exterior parking lot, day. Beater. Car screeches into parking lot. Beta, all nerd, exits car and proudly adjusts mismatched Batman logo tie. Suddenly, Alpha, all machismo, appears next to Beta.
Stop. Are you kidding me?
This is proper date attire. I Googled it.
This is a date, right?
I think so. Maybe. Technically, it could be, I hope.
So it's not a date.
Look, I came prepared. I got this.
Alpha stops him, fixes Beta's outfit, loosens Beta's tie, and ruffles his hair.
You look like you're going to a funeral.
Beta pulls away.
Cease your antics.
My what?
I don't want your bummy aesthetic.
Let me do this for you.
Beta turns eye to eye for confrontation.
You're always in charge. It's my turn.
Beta pads away. Alpha drops his head.
We're doomed.
Interior. Restaurant day. Full of posh decorations and hipster waiters and patrons. Beta scans crowd looking. Spots supermodel female sitting alone.
Nice.
Pulls out well-organized note cards and shirt pocket reads.
Make a statement with your approach.
Beta exaggerates a John Wayne cowboy walk, entering a Western saloon, slides into chair, eyes next note card.
Hey, beautiful.
Supercup male model steps into frame. Arms crossed, stares down at Beta, ready to attack. Cindy, average nerdy girl next door, in distance frantically waves to capture Beta's attention. Beta grins and escapes. Cut 2, same angle. Beta slides into chair across from Cindy. Eyes note card.
Hey, beautiful.
Nice tie. I love Catwoman.
Really?
Buff bodybuilder waiter steps in, flexes muscles with each movement.
You here with your little brother?
Cindy Cindy clearly shy.
You see anything you like?
Beta reviews note card.
I'll have a kale salad.
Waiter and Cindy with eyes locked.
I'll have a kale salad.
We're out, little buddy.
Oh, I wanted that.
No problem. 1 kale salad for the lady and a kid's spaghetti meal for the boy.
Waiter grabs menus, takes Beta's note cards, except one. After all that, kiss her. Beta puckers up with closed eyes, leans in for a big kiss, misses his target by a long shot, and falls to floor, taking few glasses and sober with him. Pokes his disheveled head up to the unmoved Cindy.
I'll be right back.
Cut to interior bathroom day. Door slings open. Snickers and giggles are heard from a stall.
I know you're in here.
Beta bangs on stall door.
Let me in.
A flush is heard, and an elderly man fearfully exits.
Oh, sorry.
Beta bangs on the next stall.
Open up.
Door slowly opens, revealing a happy Alpha.
How bad was it?
Fine. Do it your way.
I love it when you beg.
Just help me.
Let the expert handle this.
Alpha exits. Interior restaurant continuous. Alpha swaggers to Cindy, Hollywood style. Points and winks at patrons along the way. Alpha slides into seat across from Cindy.
Did you miss me?
How about some drinks? I think I'll have the mojito. Waiter.
Same buff waiter responds, but now he is a nerdy waiter. Oily hair, misfit clothes, awkwardly walks, much like Beta.
You don't need him.
Alpha suddenly pulls out a cocktail shaker and mixes drinks, shaking, spinning, and dancing like Tom Cruise in the movie Cocktail. The shaker slips out of his hands. Cindy and Alpha's eyes wide open as the shaker spins through the air in slow motion, and the drink spills all over Alpha. The two freeze in silence. Nerdy waiter steps in.
Did you need help?
I'll be right back.
Interior, bathroom, continuous. Beta paces eagerly. Alpha opens door, dripping in mojito.
Did it go well?
It's great. No, you idiot. I suck. Let's get out of here.
What about the check?
Let her get it. Come on.
Alpha turns. Beta grabs his arm in a rare use of force. Alpha eyes him in shock. Beta is different.
No way. We can't leave her like that. We can do this together.
Interior restaurant continuous. Alpha and Beta saunter through the restaurant in sync side by side. Alpha jabs Beta. Beta straightens up with good posture. Beta jabs Alpha, catching him as he points and winks at girls. He stops behavior. They both slide into chairs opposite of Cindy.
Hey, cutie.
Sorry about that.
Beta nods to Alpha.
You seem really nice.
Alpha nudges Beta.
Thanks for meeting up with me.
I don't go on dates much. Sorry.
No problem. Neither do I. I feel scared and awkward.
Beta elbows Alpha.
Yeah, me too.
They laugh. Alpha, Beta have a nice moment with Cindy, interrupted by the arrival of the buff nerdy waiter. Alpha sees nerdy waiter point of view. Beta sees buff waiter point of view. But then,
Here you go, nerd.
Nice tie.
waiter drops off food, leaves.
Bon appetite.
All three in unison.
Bon
appetite.
They laugh. Cindy accidentally tucks in tablecloth instead of napkin. They eat. She wipes her mouth. Bam! Food and drinks spill, mostly on her.
I'm a bit clumsy. Sorry.
Both personas of the waiters step in. They point and laugh at Cindy.
I'm sorry, you look ridiculous.
Snickers continue. Alpha and Beta upset.
I know, what a nerd.
Waiters high five.
At least I'm not a nerd.
Quickly, Beta stands, ready for confrontation. Alpha splatters food on Beta. Shocked. Gets the cue. He splatters food on Alpha. They both eye the evil waiters nod. The evil waiters nod. Close up. Waiters get food, splatter on their face. Cindy, Alpha, and Beta laugh. Jokes on the waiters. Exterior, restaurant, continuous. Beta and Cindy stand awkwardly close. Alpha supports Beta from behind.
I'm not sure if you want to. I mean, I'd understand. Today wasn't the best.
Shoved close by Alpha.
I was wondering if you want to do this again. I mean, not this exactly, but a date.
Are you joking? Of course, that was the most fun I've had in forever.
Alpha Beta relieved. Exterior, restaurant alley, day. Cindy turns the corner, exhaled in relief. Cindy's Alpha steps in.
See, I told you, everything will work out.
Fade out.
Good job.
Okay. So thoughts, pops.
Start with the listeners first, maybe.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop the lunch.
Just for the Instagram one, because it was like it fell over, and I didn't want to deal with putting it back up.
You want to try like
Film.
filming it the other way next time?
Yeah, I know. I was like gonna.
I was like, how do I turn it around?
Okay, so listeners, what were some moments that you liked? Do you want to start, Jeremy?
Well, I haven't been here for a couple weeks, so I'm trying to figure out who is there 2 people playing, one for Alpha, one for Beta, and is it the same person that's going to play that, or?
It's the same person, but it's 2 personas of the same person.
So it'll
That's
be
the concept of the story. Everybody has 2 personas.
so it'll be 2 separate actors. All right. And is one of them going to like look more Alpha and one look more Beta?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
That's going to be the fun.
I'm just trying to visualize what it is.
Yeah, sorry about that. We should have introduced that. Normally we would, but I forgot to mention it. So
And then they would have like
my apologies. Yeah,
similar
drop the ball. That one
characteristics
right there.
Because it's the same person.
Yeah, it's we're still. I mean, we still get to like do whatever we want with it. This is just kind of the first read through. So
Okay. Because I think in the last time I was here, it was still undecided as to how that was going to be portrayed, or whether it was going to be like an inside head voice that was going to be Alpha, or there was going to be an actual another person. So I'm just trying to like put all the vision in my head.
Yeah.
We screwed up on that one. Sorry.
And then Cindy is just one person, correct? Until the
Until the
Alpha. Okay. Okay. I need to think for a minute.
yeah, take your time, Jessica.
I don't know.
Was there any part that you liked?
I like all of it, especially the alpha beta interactions, I guess.
Can you point out anything specific? Or
Probably the
Anything that-
beginning.
page 1, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
The establishing
Yeah,
relationships.
the establishing unit. Okay.
Any parts that felt clunky or like you got lost or distracted?
I don't know.
Cool. That's okay.
When the camera fell over.
Yes, right. Yeah, that was a big moment of distraction.
I think we all got distracted.
I know, and I was like thinking the whole time like about going and like helping you and flipping it, and I was like, just we'll fix it later.
And it's disheveled, by the way.
Oh, did I say that? I was like, I don't know this word.
Close, very close.
Continue. What is that, disheveled?
And I caught a typo on
Just
my
like
part.
mixed up in your
There's
mind,
an
kind of.
ED in
Oh,
there.
okay.
Really?
Disheveled.
Yeah.
Professor.
It's just when you look
typo.
sloppy, messy, hair's all crazy.
Okay.
Did you have anything you liked? Or
I think it was all pretty good.
is there anything that stood out that was funny to you? Or
I know I wasn't here last week, and I guess last week we were pretty much on like the second half of this.
still trying to figure it out? Yeah.
So there was some good stuff. I can't think of any specifics.
Okay.
That's not the.
If you do, just mention it.
One thing that kind of stood out to me was it seemed like Alpha was having a lot of trouble in there, like spilling things and trying to look cool but not succeeding. And
Not being so alpha.
right, so is that? I guess that's deliberate.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be 2 opposites of the same person. So obviously,
Well, right,
Alpha-
but you think as an Alpha, he's supposed to be cool throughout the whole
It's
thing.
supposed to be.
But in
Oh, I'm thinking Beta. Okay, I got mixed up.
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say maybe since it's like a real person, like it's not two different people, one perfect and one not. It's just two ways that he sees himself.
That's exactly what we're
Yeah.
shooting for.
So
Yeah.
like even when he's acting alpha, he's still gonna make mistakes. Like when a person tries to be confident and maybe
Yeah.
makes a social mistake or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good
That's the
point.
way I saw it.
Yeah, no.
I'm just
brilliant. That's what we're targeting.
Cool.
I'm just thinking of it in terms of like Fight Club, where you have like Ed Norton and Brad Pitt as the alpha, and like I can't think of a time where Brad Pitt did something where he looked stupid in that movie.
He lives in kind of a shithole.
Right, but he has a
Why
he has a
argue with
perfectly
like
good
that?
excuse for that too, though.
What?
Like he has a perfectly good reason why he's
He
living like
does,
that.
but it's like
I'm trying to think like did he
In this
ever
particular comedy, which obviously Fight Club's not a comedy,
Right.
So we want to make these people as much of a clown
uh-huh.
as possible. So I think clown is the target. So if we're missing the target on clown, I think that's a conversation we need to talk about. So if they seem kind of like goofy, then we're on target.
Okay.
If they're coming across as super serious, dramatic, we need to look at the story.
I'm just trying to fully understand the nuance of the character,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that makes sense.
Yeah. And again, that's totally our fault. I should have mentioned an introduction is required. Typically you would.
Yeah. So do you want to open it up? We'll start going down the line. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
let
right.
me just give him what he needs here.
Okay.
So essentially, for those of you who are new to this, or are just trying to get up to speed, you've got one person who's metaphorically portrayed with two people. One is a nerd, one is cool, and they're both not on target. They're both missing. And the concept is that that's kind of who we are as humans. We have kind of two sides inside of us that battle it out. And whenever we favor one over the other, we usually make a mess of things. And it's the combination of these two voices in our head that produce better results and confidence and success. And so in a comedic way, we allow these two alpha beta to try to have a blind meeting with a girl to impress her.
Okay.
And their perspective of the girl, their perspective of the waiters, it's all based on who they are. And when they try to tackle it individually, it obviously, as we see in the script, it doesn't end well. But when they agree to work together as a team, as a one, then it's successful. And then we find out later that the waiters are working in concert together, and then Cindy.
So the waiters are the same person too. Okay.
Everybody has two.
All right.
But we learn at the end that Cindy has a alpha too.
Okay.
And that's kind of the joke.
Cool.
So we should have done that first.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't have the whole thing memorized or anything, but were there instances where the alpha would talk to Cindy
yeah.
on here?
Or I think when Alpha and Beta came out at the end together.
But there are also times when alpha was just talking to beta.
Yeah.
And now Cindy's not going to hear that, right?
No.
She'll only hear when alpha's talking to Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to picture how you're going to portray this on the screen.
Maybe like kind of
Well, it's also called straight comedy, which means it's kind of like Will Ferrell comedy, where he does really crazy things, but people don't acknowledge it. They don't point a finger at it. They just kind of accept it.
Okay.
And so that's kind of what this is. It's kind of slapstick, black straight comedy.
We're not
Right.
really following rules.
We're not following rules. It's kind of like if you've ever watched Family Guy, they break the rules
a lot of cutaway gags.
all the
Mhm.
time, and so that's kind of what it's called, straight comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's common for there to be characters that like other characters can't see. I was watching a TV show just
Yeah.
the other day, and they had the one character, and the whole time he's looking at them, but no one
Yeah.
notices to the end.
Yeah.
Maybe if when Alpha speaks to Cindy, maybe like Alpha and Beta could switch scenes, or switch spots in the cut, so it wouldn't seem like unfluid for it to be looking
Yeah.
at a different area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We could work that out on the set there, but as far as the actual storyline goes, why don't the readers? Did you guys, when you were reading, have any kind of funny moments that you smiled, made you smile,
Do you
or
wanna
whatever?
Yeah, I don't know when the nerdy waiter is like, what a nerd. Nerd.
I know.
So funny.
I had a check mark next to that too. The nerdy waiter part that has developed into something really nice, I think. And I think having the nerdy waiter bus interaction is good too.
And also the interaction between the like waiters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. Did you have anything that felt clunky or like you were reading it and you're like, meh, I don't understand this, or
No.
like how Jeremy was saying, I don't understand how it's going to be visually realized. No, you felt pretty fluid about it. Okay, cool. Alrighty, your turn.
My turn. I liked it. I thought the dialogue was really funny. I think it was cool that there was like slapstick.
Although Vidal doesn't admit it, he came up with most of it.
Yeah, Vidal.
No, I didn't. I swear to you, I didn't.
Sure, Vidal.
No, I didn't.
I thought it was funny. I like with the kale thing. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, she got a kale. I didn't when I read it. It didn't make sense. But when I read it out loud, I was like, oh, that's funny. So I thought the dialogue was really funny, and there was noticed a lot of physical comedy too, which was good. But I feel like in certain points, maybe it could have been like a little too much. I don't know. Can't tell until I really like visualize it, I guess. But
Which parts were you talking about specifically? Like the shaking of the.
I think the part that felt a little funky for me was like when I threw food at the waiter's face. I would be like,
Oh,
that's pretty
okay.
extreme, you know, like. But like I guess like you guys were saying, if it's a straight comedy, like lots of outlandish things can happen, and it wouldn't be as like noticeable, you know. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, I really thought it was funny. I liked it.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. If this was a serious film,
Yeah.
you can't just all of a sudden do that.
Yeah, you're like,
But if
you're gonna
you're-
get there's gonna be an issue.
If you're
like, people are gonna
crazy
get mad.
from the beginning,
Yeah.
then you set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
If
a
you're
great point.
if
That
you're,
is
like-
really, really a good point.
if your character's like established for doing crazy stuff.
Exactly. Like a
like-
Jim Carrey or a Will Ferrell, you kind of know.
Mm-hmm. If he's like doing crazy little pranks in
Yeah.
the beginning, you're
Adam
this guy
Sandler,
doesn't
yeah,
care.
something
Yeah.
great, yeah.
So maybe like a way that we can, even if, like, I think the whole thing being ridiculous.
Yeah,
is,
I,
like,
and I
very
think
important.
the comment that you made, Beverly, that I think did you come up with the John Wayne walk thing
Oh yeah.
last
yeah.
week? You know, I think that right there. I mean, and Beverly's an actress, and so we were talking about this last week. When you give actors permission to kind of do a little on-set improv, they really, I think you guys like that, don't you?
Oh, love it. Especially like, there's definitely people who like it more than others. And they're like, you tell them to make a choice and they're gonna jump off the stage or something.
But I think that's what we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
like you open that door for the actors, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, and plus, like what you said, I forgot what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Yeah. Like what Daniel said, you bam, right on page one, you set it up.
Like you have to do something crazy in one of the first like 5 scenes.
Yeah,
where you're like,
exactly.
what is this
Yeah.
guy up to?
First
Like,
scene in a short film.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So
First
you
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Great.
You should like throw a banana peel at someone's windshield or something. You know?
That would be funny. Like
what's up with
Alpha's
this
just
guy?
like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Which that's not a bad comment when you go into production. What if Alpha is eating something healthy like that? And as he pads off, as Beta pads off, he just flicks it,
Literally.
you know, and
Yeah.
and it hits somebody's windshield, and in the background you hear,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You know,
that'd
I
be
mean,
funny.
I think that's actually, I don't know if you guys are okay with that, but that might be a good ad.
I love it.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
I'll drop that in then.
Steal
You
from
guys
you
are
and
good
stick
for
on
it.
someone else's.
Kimberly,
something like
are you
that,
good
you know,
for
where he's
that?
just
Yeah.
like casually like, you know,
You talk
No,
about
that's
that
great.
all
We're
the
adding
time.
it. It's
Steal
going
from
on the script right now.
someone's table.
What'd you say? I missed it. Sorry.
He tosses out the healthy thing, then steals the breadstick off of someone else's table.
Oh, like as he's
Like,
swaggering in,
Oh,
he steals food off someone else, or maybe finishes off a drink.
When
Like-
one of the waiters is walking by
I
with
like
a
the
breadstick or
breadstick thing.
something,
Yeah.
and he takes it right off
long
the tray.
breadsticks. You want to do stuff that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, because
And
it's
have you
phallic
ever
in
gotten those
nature.
crazy
Yeah.
long breadsticks
Try
in
to
an
eat it.
Italian restaurant? Or, you're like, what
Yeah.
am I supposed to do with this?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, I'm loving it. So maybe we can add that in.
And he could even
When
use
the
it as a
waiter
hand
does it.
prop when he points to her, like, hey,
He
Yeah,
points
like
to
you
the
do.
like a
waiters, so he
Tinkerbell
was-
one. Hey, what's that? You know,
Love it. I love it.
this is good. Isn't this fun?
Yes.
Kim. Yes. It's really fun.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
you guys are going faster than I can type here, so.
Okay. We'll slow down. Okay. I think it's awesome. I'm loving all these new additions we just added. The part when Cindy on page 6, it's about halfway down. No problem. Neither do I. I feel scared and awkward. I think the I feel scared, we could, it doesn't have to be today, but we could work on maybe making that line stronger. I just thought that it was a little too like, I just thought we could maybe do better. That part I just thought was a little level 1 and we could take it to level 2. I would suggest maybe like, even just saying I feel awkward, I think is stronger than saying
Yeah.
I feel scared and awkward. So right now, I feel like we were in inner club council today, and I feel like I'm being very club. I'm like, I move it to get rid of I'm scared. I feel scared. So maybe instead it would just read, no problem, neither do I. I feel awkward.
How about I feel a bit
What
awkward?
page is that
A
on?
bit awkward. Page 6, middle of the page. I feel a bit awkward. I kind of like that.
Kinda natural.
Yeah. Because I like it.
So what are we changing it to? I'm sorry.
So we're changing, unless anyone has any objections, page 6, middle of the page, Cindy's line, no problem, neither do I. Right now it reads, I feel scared
Drop
and awkward.
scared.
We're going to drop scared and
I
we're,
feel awkward too.
yeah, I feel
Bit.
maybe a bit awkward.
Yeah, scared seems a little excessive.
Okay.
And I feel like she wouldn't maybe like just admit to that immediately. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't, if I'm hanging out with us in a circumstance like that, saying I feel scared, just,
Too much disclosure.
or because she likes alpha, right? I mean, beta.
You got to remember, in a short film, you got to have ellipsis moments. And ellipsis means you jump over. There's got to be big jumps from one beat to another. So you got to, you can see this again, like if you watch Family Guy or cartoons or The Simpsons. You got to, because it's so short, you got to just jump to the next beat without an explanation how you got there. So you do have that ability. So I think your suggestion is a great one. No problem, neither do I. I feel awkward too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Cool. That was the only moment that I really didn't feel like 100% about. Yeah, Kim, your turn.
I honestly got a kick out of Alpha and how he's kind of switches. He goes in when Beta goes into the bathroom and he wants to switch with Alpha. Alpha goes out on coffee, right?
Mhm.
The like freaking guns and the like hey cutie and shit like that. And then
That's lazy.
And this is on page 4, by the way.
yeah, and then I got another kick out of when he kind of switches and things go south for him. He goes back into the bathroom, and then that whole exchange where he's telling how it went to Beta, and he's like, just great. No, you idiot. I suck. Let's get out of here. What about the chick? Let her get it. Come on. I got a kick out of that.
Yeah,
That was
that was
pretty
funny.
funny.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite. That's one of my favorite moments. There's a lot of favorite moments, so that's one.
Yeah. Great. Good for me.
Cool.
I did think that I think maybe it's just because I'm reading it and obviously we haven't shot it yet. It got a little confusing doing the whole exchange with alpha and beta and then the buff waiter and nerdy waiter. Reading that on the page kind of did get a little confusing. So, but I think it'll be better once we actually film it.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe next week we can work with the little
I
figures.
think that's what we have to do. Either that, or we can maybe get some chairs. Obviously we have chairs and stuff, and maybe a little folding table, and just kind of mock it out.
Sounds
You guys can perform it.
Maybe we can set up the chairs and then with our cameras take pictures of the angles we want to do.
Yeah, basically, and you would be an expert at this as doing it theater style.
Okay, sounds good.
So I would recommend next week upping this, taking it to which is what we do in the professional world. We take it to the next level, which is do a theater read.
Okay, get it on its feet.
Yeah,
Cool. That'll
first
be
we'll do it
next week.
standing, and then you can see people starting to naturally move, and then you bring in like chairs and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, keep out your chair.
I think the old man should get more
The old man.
The
lines.
The bathroom guy.
Does he have a line?
Yes,
no
no,
lines.
should get
A
lines.
little, yeah, like a shame on you or something.
Maybe
Yeah.
just like huffs a bit or whatever. He's a little offended.
Yeah,
Like, oh, sorry.
Shame on you. I liked
I
that.
want to play that.
Something like that.
That beard.
Good idea.
Cool. Any pops? Any things that felt funky?
I don't know. I mean, the waiters seem like too extreme to me. It just didn't seem believable at all to me. Or specifically the alpha waiter.
The buff one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's kind of the point for them not to be believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a comedy after
Straight
all.
comedy.
And comedy is absurdity.
So, I mean, is there a specific moment that we could fix?
It's like the kale salad scene. Maybe seems kind of weird. Yeah.
Kale is great. Okay. Okay. And were there any moments that you liked?
The rest of it's alright.
No specific
No, nothing
pops.
specific.
Cool. Yeah.
I like the addition of the alpha beta waiter thing. I don't know, like whoever came up with that, that's pretty cool. I can picture that. As far as like chunkiness, I think on page 2. I mean, it belongs there, but it's like a double-edged sword. It belongs there, but at the same time, it feels like it takes steam out of it a little bit. And even though it's transitioning as the super male model, and then the Cindy part.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't have any suggestions on how to fix it. I know it belongs there because you gotta just introduce them, but it has like flow, and then it kind of comes to.
What about that beat feels clunky
I
to
don't.
you?
I know that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
Okay, you don't have to have the answer
Yeah,
right now.
just-
You can
just
come up with
feels-
it later. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're just spitballing.
But I like it. I just
Yeah.
feel like, and I know it belongs there. Like you have to have that.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
just
the weird
spitballing.
part. It's
You
like,
can come up with it later. No big deal.
When it says on page 3, beta reviews next card,
Uh-huh.
what's that referring? Is like the menu?
So he has no cards. If you look
Oh.
back on, maybe we don't establish that he has no cards. Oh yeah, here we go. On page 2, after beta says nice, it says pulls out well organized no cards from shirt pocket. So alpha has given him no cards to help him on his date,
Okay.
and so that is his first one, I believe.
Okay, I will make those adjustments and get
Awesome.
you the final draft next week. You guys need to come up with characters and performers and
Okay.
maybe some hand props and stuff
Okay.
to bring, and we'll take it to the next level.
Great.
And I'll get the photocopies and everything for next week. Sound
Great.
good?
Sounds amazing.
Awesome. Great job.
All right.
Give yourselves a hand.
Thanks,
You guys are good
guys.
performers.
That's really good.
This has come a long way. It's really
I'm
evolved.
proud of us. Thank you, everyone. We're gonna adjourn the meeting.
I have an announcement I'd like to make.
Yes.
So I just finished the script that I was talking about that I started typing, and I would love if anyone is able to stick around